What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Of course, I'm your host, Brandon Blakeney, aka Brandon Lee TV, back at it again with another banger, my friends. So kick back, relax, and take a ride with me, man. Major win. Notre Dame defends their home court against Uconn for 2 years straight now. Hannah Hidalgo has given Uconn the business. And she messed around tonight and got a triple-double, man. And I think if we weren't already having these conversations, it's time to start having a serious conversation about Hannah Hidalgo being the player of the year in the NCAA this season. I mean, she has been incredible. The leap that she has taken from year one, where she was already a sensational freshman and would have won freshman of the year in any other class that Juju Watkins was not in. But to talk about the freshman year and then look at the leader, the heart and soul, the energy, the confidence, the tenacity, the competitiveness that Hannah Hidalgo is playing with this season. I mean, you see the stat line. You got Paige Bueckers, presumably the number one pick in the country, or the number one pick in the 2025 WNBA draft. The top five Uconn team. Down AZ Flood, of course. Notre Dame down Maddie Westbell. Like, we know both teams are down top players. But Hannah Hidalgo comes in and proves not only is she one of the best, probably the best point guard in the country right now as we speak, but she also proved that she needs to be in the middle, not at the top of those player of the year conversations. Hannah Hidalgo completely took over this game. Now, she had a slow start, was over dribbling, had some turnovers, but when she got in that rhythm, baby, it was over. Lights out from three, picking pockets, getting to the cup, running the pick and roll. I mean, she really knows how to control a crowd, man. And how about Notre Dame actually getting some production from players not named Sonny Citrone, Olivia Miles, and Hannah Hidalgo? Because Latu King played her tail off tonight. Played her tail off. Yes. Ethan, welcome in. Coach Go, welcome in. Hannah Hidalgo with almost a triple dub. I mean, the energy, the tenacity, the competitiveness. She is on another level, man. People were really concerned saying that Olivia Miles would transfer and that these two couldn't play together. And we see that they are definitely proving those wrong. They are definitely proving those comments wrong. Hannah Hidalgo, in my opinion, is player of the year right now. Book it. Hannah Hidalgo is player of the year, and Notre Dame remains my personal dark horse. And y'all heard me say it on many lives. They remain my dark horse to win the national championship. This team is stacked. And if they have the supporting cast making shots the way that they were making shots tonight, oh man, watch out. Coach Go, welcome in, welcome in. Ethan, welcome in. Accent, my God. Yes, I would definitely say several players are better than Paige Bueckers. To be honest, I'm taking Sarah Strong over Paige Bueckers, but we'll get to that. Notre Dame should be moved to rank 3, and South Carolina Gamecocks should be moved to rank 2. Yeah, I agree. Notre Dame should move up to 3. South Carolina absolutely should move up to 2, with their only loss being to the number 1 team in the country, UCLA. Notre Dame exposed Paige Bueckers. Yes, we're going to get to it. We're going to get to it. Uconn is all hype. The media makes it seem like that this team is better than they really are. They were good in the past when it didn't have the transfer portal. Man, y'all saying Uconn is falling off? Y'all saying Uconn is falling off? Gino Auriemma don't got it no more? Y'all saying Uconn don't have it no more. They will not beat SC. Now, Uconn is not beating South Carolina. I'm going to go ahead and tell you that right now. They are definitely not beating South Carolina. Uconn might, man, they might end up losing by double digits. I will say, though, they were down AZ Fudd. They were down AZ Fudd, and that I mean, that's a tough loss. That's a tough loss. They were down AZ Fudd. But Notre Dame is still down Maddie Westbeld as well. So neither team at 100%. But this game, I think the scoreboard made it look like this game was a little closer than it actually was. I'm not going to lie to y'all. Looking at it like I mentioned, man, Latu King, 16 points, 2 assists, 12 rebounds. When you talk about the urgency, y'all saw when she missed those 2 free throws late in the game, went and grabbed that rebound from Paige Bueckers. I'm just saying, no urgency. We mentioned Hidalgo, 29 points to lead all scorers, 8 assists, 10 rebounds, almost messed around with a triple-double. Sonya Citron, 7 points, 2 assists. But we got to talk about how she held Paige Bueckers. Every time she was in the game, she made Paige work. But Paige made some tough shots too, though. But we'll get to that. 7 points, like I said, for Citron. Olivia Miles, 16 points, 3 assists, 4 rebounds. Olivia Miles battled some injuries as well throughout this game, man. Had to come out and get worked on, man. That ankle was tweaked. Brandon always, man, represent LSU. Respect to the commitment, bro. Um, but no, it was a team effort from Notre Dame, man. They had 4 players in double figures. They had 3 players in double figures. But they got scoring from a multitude of players, man. How about Carlin coming in? 4 points, 2 rebounds. She was big off the bench, man. Like, Notre Dame now has more size by far than they had last year. And that's what they were lacking with Koval, with Carlin when they get Westbelt back. Like, Notre Dame is going to have a pretty decent front court, man. But I think these guards controlled the tempo. Hannah Hidalgo, Olivia Miles were in control of this game the entire time. Sonya Citron is one of the best 3-and-D players in the country. She needs to be a top 10 WNBA draft pick or throw the whole draft away. When you talk about a team that came out hungry, when you talk about a team that came out with a point to prove, coming fire hot off that OT win against Texas. Then you get 2 top 5 wins in a matter of days. Notre Dame is for real. Now, we know this 3-headed monster with Citron, one of the best 3-and-D players in the country. She's locked up Juju Watkins. She made Paige work for every bucket. She has got length. She's got size. I don't know if y'all saw her, like, off ball, but, like, her lateral movement, like, she be walled up. Sonya Citron is locked down, man. The Indiana Fever need to go ahead and grab her if she's there at 8. Like, she is tough. She's a knockdown 3-point shooter, a secondary ball handler, can create off the dribble. Like, Sonya Citron, her defense alone, even if she didn't have the offensive game she does, the defense alone could make her a first-round draft pick, bro. Like, she is a dog on defense. The length, the mobility, the athleticism, the instincts. Yo, Sonya Citron is incredible. She's incredible. She's a big part of what they do. And you got Olivia Miles, the veteran, came off an injury last season, has come back this season, and continued to just be very, very productive. Very productive. I like this Notre Dame team. I really do. But they absolutely exposed Uconn. Shout out Sarah Strong. Sarah Strong came to hoop. Paige had 25. Paige had 25. A hard-earned 25, but it was 25. Looking at Uconn. Looking at Uconn stats, they only managed 68 points tonight, man. Uconn only had 68 points. Paige Bueckers had 25 points. It was a very tough shooting night for her. 2 assists, 3 rebounds. She was getting hounded, man. Paige made some extremely tough shots. Notre Dame got Paige to take the shots that they wanted her to take. She stayed aggressive. She kept attacking the cup. She made some tough shots. It was a lot of standing around, though. A lot of standing around off ball, man. Sonya Citron just was denying Paige Bueckers for a lot of the night. It was a tough night. And it's another, like, Paige Bueckers is in a slump right now. Hard-earned 25, but she hasn't been as efficient as we're used to seeing her. And the crazy thing is, she's still shooting over 50%, but it was not enough tonight. It was not enough. It was garbage time. It was a garbage time 25. This was not I'm going to lead us to a victory 25. Paige Bueckers has been criticized for standing around a lot, ball watching. They made her one-dimensional tonight. And she just hasn't in the last, I would say close to the last month, man. She hasn't really looked like a player of the year candidate so far. Sarah Strong, and I get like Paige is being double teamed at times. The attention she draws is taking attention away from other players like Sarah Strong and allowing her to get going. Sarah Strong had 14 points, 2 really nice dimes, and 7 rebounds. If she didn't get in foul trouble, she could have definitely been more productive. Caitlin Chen, 11 points, a season low, 1 assist, 1 rebound. KK Arnold, 10 points. And everybody else was pretty much washed. Everybody else was pretty much washed. Ice Brady shot a few bricks out there. She played hard, but she shot a few bricks out there. Ashley Shade was a non-factor in limited time. KK Arnold stayed aggressive. She stayed aggressive. She got to the cup. She got fouled a few times. She stayed aggressive. But there was no fluidity to this offense, man. It was just a bunch of ISO ball. It was a bunch of one-on-one ISO ball and some very lackluster defense. Take a look at the team stats. We know final score 79-68. A very lackluster defense from Uconn. No urgency. Just a lack of intensity. I keep saying that I thought Notre Dame or that I thought Uconn was going to be the top threat to South Carolina, but I think tonight Notre Dame absolutely proved it. Notre Dame absolutely proved that they are a top 3 team next to UCLA and South Carolina. Uconn might be a little gassed, man. They might be a little hyped up. Uconn might be a little overrated at this point in time. They've played a couple of tough games, but it hasn't really been a difficult schedule this far. They ran into a buzzsaw tonight. Looking at it, they shot pretty even from the field, both at 48%. Uconn, really terrible shooting night from behind the arc. 3 of 16 shot 18% compared to Notre Dame's 55%. They only got to the free throw line and shot 5 free throws compared to 14 from Notre Dame. Notre Dame dominated the glass 39-30. Big reason for that, Sarah Strong being in foul trouble. Notre Dame moved the basketball extremely well. Found open shooters. Uconn was sagging off the corners, getting lit up from 3. 17 assists for Notre Dame, 3 blocks, 10 steals. Both teams with 13 turnovers. Uconn commits 15 fouls. Very lackluster performance from Uconn overall, in my opinion. I think Notre Dame came out. They were the aggressives. They punched Uconn in the mouth. They had double-digit leads for multiple points in this contest. Nobody for Uconn asserted themselves. Overall, I was disappointed with the Uconn performance, man. I really was. Notre Dame, hands down, was the better team tonight. Hannah Hidalgo, Olivia Miles took over this game. Sonia Citron, one of the best perimeter defenders in the league. We've seen her against Paige Bueckers. We've seen her lock up Juju Watkins. Like, this was just another confirmation that Sonia Citron is absolutely, without a doubt, a top 10 draft pick. Period. Let me catch up in some of the comments, though. Let me catch up. And let me get a poll up for the people, too, man. We live in the chat right now. Guys, if this is your first time, make sure to hit that subscribe button, comment, like, share, and follow us on social media at Brandon Lee TV to stay up with all the latest of the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Let me get a poll up. Let me get a poll up for the people. Let me get a poll up. I feel like my answer is yes to this. My answer is yes, but y'all let me know. Was UConn just overrated coming into this contest? Yo, Brandon Moss, Citron is the goods, for sure. Lindy, welcome in, welcome in. Guys, go ahead and get your votes in for the poll. Let me catch up in the chat. Let me catch up in the chat. Y'all have had it live for a sec. Let me catch up in the chat. After watching UConn versus Notre Dame, Ethan says, I'm convinced neither team can beat SC, and here's why. SC has too much depth, and they play significantly better defense than both teams. Hot take, spicy take. Yup, yup, yup. Notre Dame exposed Paige Bueckers. Talk to him, Pharaoh. Talk to him. UConn is all hype, Shaquem says. The media make it seem like that this team is better than they really are. They were good in the past when they didn't have the transfer portal. They will not beat SC. And guys, if you're just joining in, I'm just catching up in the comments right now. Please don't start that LSU nonsense. Rover is sick of it. Frederick, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Hannah gave UConn the business. Miles had a good game. Absolutely. Daniel, welcome in. Lindy. Gino is not getting the freak athletes. Absolutely not. UConn can probably beat all teams except four. Who you're for? Who you're for? Talk to me. Talk to me, dude. She only really has Sarah players. Neither is Notre Dame. Gina was coaching on autopilot when blessed with super stack Brianna Stewart and 11 other future WNBA players. There were not a whole lot of adjustments other than them trying their best, their darndest to force Hannah Hidalgo left. Other than that, there wasn't really many adjustments made compared to last year's game. UConn looked average. How many teams have better roster than UConn? UConn on paper. Yeah, on paper, that is absolutely a top 5 roster. They're stacked. They are stacked, and they are deep. Like, I agree with you, Duke. It's crazy. Yeah, Notre Dame definitely forced Paige into a lot of tough shots. She made some tough shots tonight. Yup, Notre Dame played hungry. They killed UConn on the glass. Absolutely. Bodied them. Second and third chance opportunities. Killed UConn on the glass. Yes, that was a major difference in this contest, man. The rebounding. Notre Dame rebounded as a team, as a cohesive unit. It seemed like UConn was doing a whole lot of ball watching, y'all. A whole lot of ball watching. It was definitely a whole lot of ball watching going on and not much ball movement. And that's on Gino, too. That's on the staff, too. I will say, though, they definitely missed AZ Fudge shooting tonight because they were horrendous from 3. Yes, what the poll looking like? 64% say UConn is overrated. 40% say no, sir. Yes, Hannah is definitely pretty amazing. LSU versus ND. Is that your championship, Coach Go? Juju will smoke Sonya Citron one-on-one. She might. But, man, well, we saw Sonya Citron put them handcuffs on her, though. 5-on-5, Citron, that real deal. Notre Dame would have a chance against South Carolina, but I think their depth, they would run out of gas. But these starters, man, they play a lot of minutes, but they are in excellent shape. Like, the stamina is there. They play big minutes. And it feels like Olivia Miles, Sonya Citron, and Hannah Hidalgo get stronger throughout the contest. Paige is too passive and cannot win the big game. Accent, talk. This is not a big deal regular season for the fine-tuning. I will say neither one of these teams will look like this come February, March, and April. Neither one of these teams will look anything like they did tonight. Yeah, Kaylin Gilbert is a bucket. Kaylin Gilbert is a bucket. Sonya Citron gets help. She is not locking players up by herself. They're doing great team defense, but the tip of the spear is definitely Citron, though. She's by far the best perimeter defender on this team, and Coach Ivy has definitely said that multiple times this year. She just makes winning plays. She does whatever they need her to do, whatever they ask of her to do. Sonny Citron gets there and gets in there and gets it done. Yeah, Notre Dame does have a bad, like when they lost to Utah, man, they have a bad habit of playing down the competition. I do agree with that. That's valid. That is a very valid point. Love the game. Both teams, yeah, turnovers, turnovers, turnovers. Yeah, Notre Dame at home is not an easy win by any means. Yeah, they need to play faster. They need more offense. They need to shoot the ball better. They need to shoot the ball better. Like there was no rhythm at all to the offense, man. It was disappointing, honestly. It was too much ISO ball. Theo, my guy, welcome in. Antoine Baker in the building. Coach Go. Kathy, welcome back. Welcome back. That's what I'm saying. Notre Dame really rebounded as a team tonight. They rebounded as a team tonight. Like when you look at what UConn did on the glass, man, it's actually kind of embarrassing. I'm not gonna hold you. Like looking at that rebounding edge, let me get to it really quick. Like, bro, Jana El Alfie had 2 rebounds. 2 rebounds. How Ashlyn Shea have more rebounds than your 5? How did Ashlyn Shea grab 4 rebounds compared to El Alfie's 2? Soft. Soft. Oh Lord, that green hit different, Coach Go. That hey, Coach Ivy is an elite talent. Oh, Hannah Hidalgo is just like the emotional leader. Like she is the spark when she's hyped, when she's in rhythm, when she's making shots, when she's locking up on defense. She really gets the crowd into it. This team definitely feeds off her vibe. Hey, appreciate you, appreciate you. Yes, hit that like button, subscribe, comment, share if this is your first time within the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Follow us on social media at Brandon Lee TV as well. Much love to you guys. Y'all know I got the best chat in the business. Y'all come and bring the facts every time. But yeah, just lackluster performance, no sense of urgency from UConn. No offensive rhythm, no flow. Notre Dame just completely killed all their momentum from the jump. And I mean, salute to Paige. She played hard. She made some very tough shots. Ice Brady, not a great game. Took some very tough shots. Like you said, I agree with that, Shaquem. Like that 3 she missed, she hesitated and shot it. Couple mid-range, like fadeaways, she airballed. She just looked like, yeah, she didn't have her mind made up if she wanted to shoot it or pass it. Sarah Strong is by far the best big on this team. It hurt them when she got in foul trouble, but I mean, she for the last month has looked like their best player. Paige, she didn't have a terrible game, but she was taken out of this game. She was taken out of this game. Guys, give me y'all's biggest takeaways. Give me y'all's biggest takeaways. For me, it was the rebounding, the team effort rebounding. The second and third chance opportunities Notre Dame was getting was a big separator for me. That was a big factor. Give me y'all's initial takeaways from this game, the biggest deciding points of this contest. I feel like UConn didn't have any urgency on the glass. Bro, Sarah Strong is one of the best passing bigs I've ever seen already. Like Sarah Strong is so skilled, man, so polished at that age. It is absolutely scary. Her feel for the game, her court vision, her ability to beat defenders, like the versatility, beat defenders off the dribble, shoot the three, still grab 7 rebounds, bang down low, be an efficient finisher around the cup. Like, Sarah Strong is the complete package, man. We really have not seen anything like her in Uconn since Stewie, in my opinion, with like play style and that size. And just the versatility to do so many things so well. High IQ, high intangibles. But this team is too deep. Like, they didn't get anything from Ashlyn Shea, really, Morgan Shelley. Like, you got 3-point shooters on this roster that didn't really get any burn, any attempts. Kaden Samuels played tonight. Didn't really offer much either. El Alfie, a lot of standing around, not really getting any boards, getting beat to rebounds. I mean, a lot of these rebounds Notre Dame were getting were long rebounds off missed shots. They were just running balls down. Bro, I don't think SC need to be pressing Hidalgo. That handle, she gonna dribble through that. Notre Dame has too many talented ball handlers to try to be pressing them, in my opinion. But South Carolina definitely needs to play them fast because Kate Koval is not going to be able to keep up with an Ashlyn Watkins or a Chloe Kitts. They definitely need to run. She definitely got a strong future. She is super talented. I need that dog. I need that dog to come back out of Paige Bueckers. I need that dog to come back out of Paige Bueckers. I need that mamba, that cerebral attack, that animal. I need that dog to come back out of Paige Bueckers, man. Cause she ain't got no bite right now. She don't have no bite right now, man. We not seeing her really play with no type of emotion, no urgency, no fight. Like that, man, Uconn just laid down and took a butt whipping tonight, man. Paige Bueckers had 25, but if you watch the game and don't just look at the box score, you know it was a sloppy 25. You know it wasn't a heartfelt 25. You kind of look like at points of the game they didn't even want to be there. I mean, Hannah Hidalgo came in and snatched Juju Watkins' chain. She just came in and snatched Paige Bueckers' chain too. Who are we putting above Hidalgo as player of the year? Like, she's gotta be player of the year right now. Hidalgo in big matchups is coming for blood. We just seen what she did to Texas. Knocked them off on their home court in OT. See what they did to USC. See what they did to Uconn. 2 road wins, and then you get Uconn at home. Spanked them. Took the life out of them. Snatched their soul right up out of them. Space Jams. I mean, Hannah Hidalgo wants to smoke with everybody. And having Olivia Miles back in this lineup, y'all gotta remember, man, they don't even have Maddie Westbeld, their best 3-point shooting big. When the pick and pops add another dimension to this lineup, it's just gonna make Notre Dame even more, that much more dangerous. RC, welcome in, my guy. Hey, RC, Iowa's still the best team. Them Hawkeyes still the best team in Iowa, RC. RC, them Hawkeyes still the best team in Iowa, baby. Yes, man. Bro, Hannah Hidalgo is a bully on the court. And when you talk about a player that gets anywhere she wants on the court at any time, I love how she beats the defense, keeps the defender on her back or on her hip, and just makes plays. She's so good at getting defenders off balance and out of position. I mean, Hidalgo gets anywhere she wants on the court. When you got guard play like Notre Dame has, you're going to be able to compete in every contest. These guards can all make plays. They can all shoot the three. They can all get to the basket. They can all defend. I mean, this is a legitimate 3-headed monster. A legitimate 3-headed monster that Coach Ivy has at Notre Dame with these 3 guards, man. I mean, this is a special group. I think the ceiling is a national championship for them. They got to continue to get production from King, Carlin, and the rest of the bench. Get Matty Westbelt back healthy. Had like a squirrel's favorite meal. RC. My guy always representing with the bars, with the metaphors. I mean, seriously though, like, is there anybody we can put over Hannah Hidalgo for Player of the Year? Really? If you say no to the poll, put in the chat your player. If you got a Player of the Year over Hannah Hidalgo, put your player in the chat because I need to know. Hannah Hidalgo's got to be Player of the Year at this point. Now, this is definitely not a huge upset at all. RC, I would agree with you. Flage is fair. Flage is fair, Coach Go. But when you look at what Hannah did to USC, what she did to Texas, and what she did to Uconn tonight, I don't know, man. Tania Laxton is leading the nation for Florida State right now in scoring. But Florida State does not have the wins, and she don't have the stats. She don't have the stats as far as assists and rebounds that Hidalgo does. But Tania Latson is leading the nation in scoring right now. You want to talk about a walking bucket? And to be fair, man, it's crazy because the small guards right now are running things in the NCAA. FSU, I think they like, or what they like 8-2. They've lost one or two games. They got a good record. They're ranked. And Laston is definitely lighting it up right now. Like, she's leading the nation in scoring. She definitely needs to be in the conversation. Hermione Turner, yes, absolutely. Straight dog. Straight dog. 65% so far say Hannah Hidalgo is the player of the year. I gotta go with Hidalgo, man. And when you talk about the steals, I mean, she's leading the nation in steals as well. I mean, my goodness. Leading the nation in steals as well. Bro, Flage, though. Flage is definitely in the running. Like, there's been a switch that has flipped. Like, Flage has been on another level this season. I definitely got to admit to that, man. Scoring the basketball super efficient, shooting the basketball well, still guarding incredible. Flage has waited her turn, and now she realizes she's the number one option for this team. And she's one of the best players in transition in the country. Flage is like a female Dwayne Wade, man. And the minute she's playing, yeah, is crazy for Hannah. Juju, putting Juju in the conversation as well, absolutely. What do y'all think? If we had to pick a player of the year right now, who are you putting over Hannah Hidalgo legitimately? Some names y'all thrown in are very valid. Uh-oh, SC fans coming in. Mr. SC Bread. He say he talking championships, not individual accolades. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Kiyomi Miller. And she's a freshman, bro. But Rutgers, I mean, they haven't kind of they're all right this year. They're all right this year. Lauren Betts is killing. UCLA number one ranked team in the nation. Lauren Betts averaging a double double. Think she's still leading the league in rebound. Malaysia Full Wiley Player of the Year. Malaysia Full Wiley Player of the Year. Malaysia Full Wiley is definitely, in my opinion, the most electrifying player, other than Hannah Hidalgo and Malaysia Full Wiley. Just like when they get the ball in their hands, I feel like you clench up a little bit and you just wondering like what is about to happen. I like Miami more than Georgia Tech, but Georgia Tech was a nice surprise. Like the ACC is more loaded than people think, but I thought Miami was going to be pretty solid. They did pretty well in the transfer portal, and they brought some talent back. Yeah, I got Hannah. Yeah, give me those Player of the Years, man. Y'all got some good names. Y'all throwing out some good names as well. Y'all throwing out some good names as well. The way Notre Dame is playing, though, man, they remain my dark horse for national player or national team, national championship. Yeah, Audie Crooks was getting off. I really like Addie Brown too. Yeah, man, she got to work on that fatigue. She been out there tired, missing free throws. Guys, welcome in. If this is your first time, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, comment, hit that subscribe button, share the live with Brandon Blakeney podcast experience. Follow us on social media at Brandon Lee TV. You know I got you locked in. Yes. It was a good game though overall, man. But Notre Dame just never felt like they were in trouble of losing this game. It just never felt like they were in trouble of losing this game. Brandon, if you would have told me I was gonna be 9-1 to start the season, I would have been ain't no way. Maybe 7-3, and people would have been happy with 7-3. People forget the thing about Iowa, man. The thing people forget about Iowa. Let me get them stats up there for my guy RC. They won the rivalry game 75-69. The thing people forget about Iowa is everybody continues to talk about Caitlin Clark, deservingly so, that she lost, like she is out of the program. But they also had to replace Molly Davis, Kate Martin, and Gabby Marshall, bro. They lost 4 starters. Like the fact that Iowa's 9-1 and they lost their coach. The fact that they're 9-1 right now is nothing short of a miracle, bro. Like this is insane. The fact that they're 9-1 after losing 4 starters and their head coach. Now I understand Jen Jensen been there for a while, but she was not the head coach. She got them locking up. I want to point out something too, something that had been killing Iowa was turnovers, bro. They only had 9 turnovers in this contest. They only had 9 turnovers in this contest. That had been a very big problem for Iowa. And RC, we talked about it. Only 9 turnovers. They cleaned the turnovers up and do work. I'm looking at it like we'll look at it, man. Lucy Olson continues to be the lead scorer. Perfect transfer for this group. One of the most prolific scorers in her own right in the last 3 years. 25 points, 5 assists, 1 rebounds. Cut down on the turnovers. Hannah Stokey, one of her better games in recent weeks. 13 points, 2 assists, 9 rebounds. Love that she has become a more willing and relied upon playmaker out of the post, man. Hannah Hidalgo can pass that rock. Sydney a falter with her best game on the year scoring wise. 16 points, 2 assists, 6 rebounds. Getting back in her bag after overcoming that injury. Looking like how she was looking last year when she stepped up in the starting lineup. I mean, Addison O'Grady, quiet game, but she still got 16 minutes in, and I think she's been one of the most improved players in the country overall. But yeah, I mean, Iowa did their thing. Now, Audie Crooks went absolutely but not bonkers with 31 points and 10 assists. We can't overlook that. But nah, man. I mean, that was really cool. That was really cool, man. Iowa Being 9-1 is super impressive in my opinion, man. They overcome the turnovers. They overcome losing 4 starters. They overcome losing their head coach, man, and they're pushing through. They're gonna have something to say about that Big Ten. So salute to them. Yeah, Artie Crooks is the real deal, though. She's the real deal. I like Addie Brown, but yeah, other than that, man, Iowa State not really rocking with a whole lot. They weren't really rocking with a whole lot, y'all. Yo, I definitely see the Audie Crooks Charles Barkley comparison. She just got to be able to shoot the three because Chuck can let that thing fly from deep. She just gotta get a three ball or like a mid range. But I definitely see the body comparison, the tenacity on defense, and the physical force that they bring in the paint. I definitely see that comparison. Accent said UConn can beat the USC on the West Coast, but not the other. Yeah, Iowa's, I think, honestly, probably been one of the biggest surprises of the season. Honestly, other than that one loss and these turnovers, man, they've looked really good. Yeah, I like Toby Fournier, man. She's super athletic, aggressive. Coach Lawson's giving her minutes early. She gets up and down the floor really, really well. Like, I like Fournier. Hey, Frederick say it's time for Gino to retire. Is it time? We got 70% of y'all, 71% saying Hidalgo Player of the Year, and I completely agree. That's another good poll, though. I'm gonna let the people decide. Should should Gino retire? Is he past the peak? We're seeing a lot of coaches getting pushed out. A lot of that old guard getting pushed out. Hasn't been a title in Uconn in quite some time. But are we calling for Gino Auriemma to retire? Has he lost it? Is he over the hill? This is a very even split voting right now. Like, should Gino retire theoretically? If you think he should, why? Is it time? I mean, he just broke the record for all-time wins. He could leave out with Paige. Or does he want to stick around and see the Sarah Strong era? Does the Gino strategy still work? Does his approach, does his demeanor still resonate? Yo, Coach Go. Kay Martin was Iowa's second best player throughout the NCAA tournament, man. She was working. You gotta put some respect on Big Game Kate now. 53% of y'all say Gino should not retire. 47% say Gino should hang it up. Hang it up. Give the keys to Sue Bird. Get the keys to Sue Bird. I don't know. Get the keys to Rossi. It's 50-50 right now. Yo, Madison Booker is the absolute truth. Madison Booker is the absolute truth. She has one of the best mid-range games in the country. Point forward really blossomed in the absence of Roy Harmon. Like, Madison Booker is absolutely the real deal. I like her game a lot. She's going to be a really good pro. Gets to her spots, quick release, has slimmed down, transformed her body. I don't know if y'all noticed. She's just super smooth, man. Super confident, efficient, gets to her spots, no wasted movement, big, physical, makes tough shots. She's tough. It's 50-50 on the Geno vote right now. It's 50-50 on the Geno note right now. I honestly, RC, I think it was more just a bad matchup with Audie, to be honest. She is a physical specimen. Ethan says Geno needs to utilize the bench more. His star players need rest to stay effective throughout the game. I mean, it has been a while since we saw a Uconn championship. You're not lying. You're not lying, SC. You're not lying. Okay, 52% saying Geno should retire. The torch has absolutely been passed to Don Staley. Okay, Frederick, thank you for the show recommendation. We take those. We take those. Yeah, Paige definitely needs to be more aggressive, man. Attack the cup. Make them foul you. Get to the free throw line. Get in attack mode. Where is that dog that we used to see from Paige Bueckers, man? Where is that cerebral assassin? That player that felt like nobody could guard her. That player that attacked. That was constantly in attack mode. That hunted her shot. That made defenses fear her. That made defenses respect her. Where's the ambition? Where's the hunger? Where's the urgency, man? Where's the tenacity? Where's the competitiveness? Where is Paige Bueckers really at? I mean, I need her to take command of this team and drag them along for the ride if that's what it takes. But Paige Bueckers got to be in attack mode. I understand wanting to make the right basketball play, but the passive energy is not helping the team win games at all. Like, we just have not seen that same tenacity from Paige Bueckers, man. That hunger, that desire. Ever since this number one pick stuff started, man, the draft lottery got released. It's been real weird, real lackluster, in my opinion. But y'all let me know. 52% saying Gino should retire, should hang it up, should pass the baton. Yeah, she's playing a lot of minutes, doing a lot of heavy lifting. It has been a while since UConn got that title. They did make a Final Four run last year, which some considered a down year from them, which is crazy. But when you see a program at the top of the sport dominate for so long and then not reach the peak for some time, now the adversity that Paige has overcome, maybe it's worn her down, man. Maybe it's worn her down. All the injuries, all the rehab, all the having to push through so many obstacles, the minutes that she's playing, the fatigue, the heavy lifting that's been on her shoulders the last couple of years. Y'all feel like Paige is checked out? Yeah, absolutely. A lot of new faces at TCU. But y'all feel like Paige is checked out? Y'all make some really valid points, man. Y'all definitely make some very valid points. Like, it's a lot to digest. It's a lot to take in. Nah, not in the regular season, no. I definitely think Paige is still the number one pick. I think her game will continue to expand in the W, and she'll have less responsibility and less minutes. Maybe she'll get a break or two. Yeah, I'm right there with y'all. I mean, my goodness. She just be looking gassed out there. And I will say she is facing double teams and triple teams. Teams are definitely focusing on her. She is the number one uh, target, I should say, on scouting reports. But it just seems like something is off. It just seems like something is off, man. Something is not right with UConn right now. Something is not right with UConn right now. Something is not right with UConn. Something's not clicking. There's no desire. There's no hunger. There's no urgency. Like, they didn't come out and really compete tonight for real. They was just there. Whole lot of ISO ball, whole lot of ball watching, whole lot of rebounds that got chased down by Notre Dame. It was just a lot. 55% of you say Gino should hang it up. It's time. 55% of y'all in this poll say it's time for Gino to hang it up. I mean, we've seen some of the greats age out and not be able to really evolve with this new NIL era that we're in, this transfer portal dominated era that we're in. We've seen a lot of coaches that have not been able to adapt and have been aged out or forced out of the game. Gino very well could be on that boat. That's a valid point, Lindy. And with Paige's injury history, man, you definitely don't want to run her into the ground. That's what we're seeing. Yeah, I would agree. It's definitely been the Paige and Sarah show at Uconn this year. KK Arnold hasn't been as effective. Ashlyn Shade has been a non-factor. El Alfie started strong, but has kind of been sliding since. AZ Fudd was hurt. That is the third option. They definitely missed her tonight. Ice Brady, Cadence Samuels, not really bringing much to the table this season. Just a lot of bodies, not a lot of production. A lot of bodies. And when you looked at this roster on paper coming into the season, we couldn't stop raving about how deep this UConn roster was. But they're getting no production from all these bodies that are on the bench that are veterans that have been in this program for years. That are supposed to understand the standard that was set by these legends that have come before them. You got all types of UConn legends in the building and y'all getting drugged. AC Bud being out definitely hurt them, and that's why they shot 18% from three. I definitely agree, but it was also lack of ball movement. Notre Dame really forced them into some tough shots, like the whole night. It felt like it definitely will be. We got to see how they respond. Absolutely, absolutely got to see how they respond. Gotta take care of the basketball. Gotta move the basketball. Gotta get easy shots. Gotta get your star players in rhythm. Paige working too hard for every bucket, man. She's exhausting a lot of energy on every possession. They gotta do some. They gotta run some stuff off ball to free her up more. Yeah, they definitely. Hey, they will snatch that rock. You absolutely right about that. Guys, final thoughts, parting shots before we get out of here, man. Y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comments. Talk to me. If this is your first time, man, we've been at an hour. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, comment, like, share, join our memberships, and definitely follow us on social media at Brandon Lee TV to stay up with all the latest and the greatest of the Lava Brandon Blaney podcast. None of this is possible without you great people, man. So much love, so much respect for y'all. Man, 50-50 on Gino retiring. 50% of y'all voted yes, 50% of y'all voted no. Hey, TCU, man, they got something to prove this year. I love the way Haley Van Lith has evolved into a point guard this season, man. Sedona Prince is absolutely legit at 6'7", super skilled. Man, I tell y'all what, Haley Van Lith has played herself back into the WNBA draft for sure. Yeah, she was the perfect replacement to come and try to supplement that production they lost from Caitlin in the game. Yeah, Paige and Sarah definitely need some help, man. They need some other players to make shots. Yeah, she definitely got exposed in that press, man. She was getting her pockets picked. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Thank you, Lindy. Thank you for the support. Guys, that is a wrap for us this evening, but I will be back live throughout the week. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, comment, like, share, all that good stuff, and follow us on social media at Brandon Lee TV. That is a wrap. Until next time, much love, everybody. Y'all have a great rest of the week. Yeah.